Stakeholders in a business. Our today's topic is stakeholders in a business. So first of all, we need to know that what is stakeholders. So the definition of stakeholders is that whoever have a direct or indirect interest in a business is a stakeholder. For example, we have a list of a number of stakeholders over here. Number one is shareholders. Number two is employees. I will let you know the difference between the stakeholder and shareholder very properly, and you will know the difference. Some students, some pupils confuse between stakeholder and shareholder. After this video, you will inshallah know the difference. The third is managers. The fourth is suppliers. Fifth is banks. Sixth is consumers. Seventh is local community. And eighth is government. I will let you know what are the roles they are performing and what are the interests they are having directly or indirectly to the business. And this is why they are the stakeholder. The meaning is that whoever have a direct or indirect interest in a business is a stakeholder. First stakeholders are the shareholders. Shareholders are those people who have bought shares into a company. They are basically the owners of a company. The owners of a company are known by the name of shareholders. So shareholders have a direct interest, which is profit. They want to gain profit from the business. However, there can be other roles that a stakeholder can perform or other interests that a shareholder can have. A shareholder can also have different kind of interest in a business. For example, some shareholders might want to expand the business rather than just gaining the profit from out of it. Some shareholders might like to increase the market share, might some want to increase the quality of the product, etc. etc. Second is employees. Employees have a direct interest, which is the salary. This is what they are working for, the salary. The second is the growth of the business. So they are getting the salary to perform work to produce work into the business. That is the growth of the business. They have to give their inputs into the business, and that is written over here as the growth. That is the managers. Managers include the work they give, the invigilation of workers, and their salary as well. Invigilation of workers means that managers have to look over the workers whether they are performing good or not. They have to make a report of them, and they have to tell the superiors of them, the people who are sitting on above the stage of them, that whether the workers are performing good or not. And according to them, that they are given the performance related pay, bonuses, and other benefits. The fourth is the suppliers. Suppliers are those people who are giving the raw materials into the business, or maybe other materials which are required to continue the production which the business is doing. Suppliers' interest is to supply the product. Second, they need to receive payments, and the payment can either be credit or cash. The payment can either be credit or cash. If the payment is cash, then the supplier has received it and it have an interest which is different. For example, if there is any more supply required, then that is the interest. However, if the credit is given, the interest will also be to regain its credit, to get its credit back on the date they have given. Number 5 is banks. Banks gives businesses loans, etc., and banks overdraft policy is also given to the business. So this is how business is interested, bank is interested into a business, and this is why it is also a stakeholder. Sixth is customers. Customers want the product. They are one of the most important stakeholders in a business. They are the direct consumer of the product. They want the quality of the product, they want it to be cheap, and etc. etc. And if it is a luxury product, they might not want it to be cheap, but they want it to be looking as a luxury one and changing their class or whatever we can say. So another interest which a customer is having is that either the product is giving them an advantage or not. The product must be giving them any advantage at least. The seventh is local community. The local community over there which is living will see if there is any external cost of the business or any social cost of the business. That is, if it is producing pollution, any kind of pollution, it can be air pollution, it can be land pollution, it can be water pollution, and it can also be voice pollution. So if that is causing any kind of pollution, they have an interest on it and they want to stop it. Another interest that the local community have in it is that the local people will get the job inside that business. They will get employed over there. There can be many positions which they can get, ranging from a cleaner to a manager or CEO or anything. Number 8 is the government. It does not matter which business it is. Whichever business it will be, government will be 100% interested in that business. The problem is that it wants the tax. The tax collection is necessary for government. It does not matter which business it is. So tax collection is a very important interest of government from any business. And second is the law enforcement. Government has to enforce the law. The tax collection can be of various types. For example, salary tax on the employees and corporate tax on the profit of the business. Law enforcement is also necessary. Law enforcement can include, for example, whether workers are given proper things to keep themselves safe, and whether they are paid the minimum wage, and is there any child protection, or is child labor happening in the company or not. These kind of laws are enforced by the government. So these are the names of the stakeholders and these are their roles. I hope you got it. Subscribe my channel. Have a good time. Assalamu alaikum.